This week, cars, bars, and a police ride. This week, cars, bars, and a police ride. To a reported incident on one of Las Vegas's busiest highways.
On your channel, 76 to the accident on Rainbow and 95.
With the last rain falling over 4 months ago, the oily roads mixed with the fresh water have become a lethal recipe for disaster. In the driving seat is Sergeant John Arias from Nevada Highway Patrol. He's using Waycare, software that alerts him to an incident as soon as it's reported via someone calling 911 or through driving apps like Waze, and it provides him with details and the best route to get to the scene.
It'll tell me the locations, what kind of accident, if it's debris, how long it's going, and if there's any responders that are already signed to the call that are on their way.
It constantly updates him on the situation as it develops. Having a robust system in place doesn't just help with weather-related collisions.
With the Route 91 shooting that we had at Mandalay, for the portion that we handled in the Highway Patrol is really getting the public that's on the strip off the highway as quickly as possible, or closing off the freeway so we can have those critical resources, fire, medical, ambulances, to get people to the hospital and get there quickly.
In 2017, 15,000 crashes were tended to, with over 300 people dying on average each year in road accidents in Nevada. Getting emergency services to the scene as quickly as possible is critical.
We're going to send injury to it, and it's camera 217.
The system has been running through the Regional Transportation Commission's Traffic Management Center for the past 3 months.
Now, because we're getting information in through so many different data streams, not just the dispatchers, but we're getting it through social media, we're getting it through things like the Waze app, so as people are tagging them in as they're driving. Because all of this is happening so quickly, we might have already sent out all of that information and had everybody in this room aware before the first 911 call comes in. So we're talking about possibly 10 to 15 minutes of improvement in response time for some of these incidents. That's major when you're dealing with traffic incidents.
Waycare pulls in data from several sources: traffic signals, CCTV cameras, in-vehicle sensors, and information from driving apps. It factors in things like what day of the year it is, the time of day, and the weather. Responding to incidents rapidly is one thing, but the point is to be able to predict incidents before they happen, so the responders can be better prepared and in the right location.
Using deep learning, what we do is we look at the historical data, run it through algorithms to develop patterns that are emerging and tie it to what's happening now on the road. And by doing that, we're essentially able to look forward in time to identify where these incidents are likely to occur.
Unfortunately, Waycare wasn't able to predict this one.
See the troopers taking pictures, it looks like it's the rear.
Yeah.
You see how she was spinning out. She did a full 180 and struck right here.
Being able to foresee accidents here could really save lives. The hope is that as the data gets more sophisticated, the predictions will become more accurate.
Every day we get more and more evidence about what triggers an incident, and the artificial learning gets smarter and smarter and more capable.
For Nevada now, though, the initial results are promising.
They get there faster, we clear it faster, and that means less secondary accidents. And if you think about it, secondary accidents basically have 18% of secondary accidents are fatalities. So we're reducing the fatalities on the roadway.
And of course, The goal is to prevent accidents altogether. And Richard Taylor and Lara Lewington have been looking at some in-car technologies that may help make that a reality.